There, you see, Lord Vader, she can be reasonable. Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So I'm going to open up my Star Wars Escape from the Death Star game, which I picked up from Star Action Figures. I think it was during their May the 4th 20% off sale. Around the same time that I ordered that Star Speeder 1000 from Disney. But I'm over it. I'm over it now, honestly. I didn't bother ringing Disney yesterday. They still haven't got back to me, from head office. I just couldn't be bothered. I come home late and I can't be bothered. I'm going to Disneyland next week anyway, so it is the principle, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. It's gone now, I've lost out on it, and I'm over it. I'm over it. But so this was, I've already got this set, which I bought when it first came out from Star Action Figures. This was it during the pandemic? That's when I really got it back into Star Wars toys. Didn't have the cash to splash, only bought one, still sealed, which is on display in the, I can't really call it the toy room anymore, in the wife's office, in my little toy corner. But I've always wanted one to open. I love the Moff Tarkin, or Grand Moff Tarkin. He's one of my favourite characters. I love Peter Cushing. And it's a figure, because I've always, with the retro collection, I've always bought one to open, one to display. And I've only ever had one of these Grand Moff Tarkins, which is still sealed. So it'll be nice. I mean, obviously I've seen what the card back looks like, but it'll be nice to look at the card back. But it'll also be nice to open up the Moff and put him on display, take some photos. So I got this, I think it was 20% off from Star Action Figures at the time. And so it was like $14.99, something like that. I thought that wasn't a bad price for a Star Wars figure that I really want. Also, it'd be good to look at the actual game, because I've never seen the game. I know it's a reissue. Funny enough, I'm not going to be ordering any more stuff from the Disney store. I just can't be bothered with the constant disappointment of droids being damaged, the card backs and things like that. I just can't be bothered. Or the advent calendars being, just flattened by the time they reach my house. So I'm not going to bother ordering anything more from the Disney store. Similar, I haven't ordered anything from Star Action Figures since they sent me that damaged Black Series Darth Maul in the post. So I don't know. I'm just not really in the mood at the moment to order anything from Star Action Figures. But I was gutted. I was gutted to hear about the death of Terence Stamp. I absolutely love him. I love him. He's a great actor. And General Zod, Superman 1 and 2, just kind of blew me away. So I was really sad to hear that. I know he was in his 80s, but such a iconic character. And General Zod scared the life out of me back in the day, back in the 80s. And I think the first time, I would have seen him in Superman 1, but I remember the advert, and I've done a video about it. Do you remember the Shreddies advert where you got the I think you had like the back of the box was like a scene from Superman 2, and then you also got the transfers of like General Zod and Superman, and I was desperate to get it, and my mum got it for me from Sainsbury's, and she was like, I don't even know if you like Shreddies. I said, yeah, I do. I knew full well I hated Shreddies, and I still hate Shreddies, but I still got it, and it was great, really, really good. So yeah, really sad. And also, I mean, Terence Stamp, he was in Star Wars as well, The Phantom Menace. What was he, Chancellor Valorum? And I remember he said how bored he was actually playing that part, because it was all green screen and stuff like that. But yeah, a really sad loss, a really sad loss for children of the 80s. Another legend gone. But let's get this open. So yeah, I've got to be honest, I've been dying to get this set open. So and still no word on my retro collection Wave 3 of A New Hope, which is hopefully coming next month. But it's been out for ages and ages and ages in America. But look at that, it's a lovely box. And funny enough, the image of the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter is the same image which is on my my diorama. Is it retro collection? I think you'd call it retro collection, but my diorama that I picked up from the dead man's house, £50, let your eyes be your guide. Yes, it's an iconic image, and it's proper old school, exactly the same as the original Escape from the Death Star game release. But I've never seen this. I've seen it at toy fairs. The last one being the NEC at Christmas. And I was just interested to find out how much it was how much it was. I wasn't going to buy it. I think the guy wanted £25 for it, which I thought was a bit much. I don't need it. I've got this new version. So yeah, I'm really happy to finally be able to open this. And talking of the NEC, I'm still gutted that I can't go to the NEC on the 28th of September because my wife's in Spain for her birthday. So. But let's have a look at the back of the box. Yes, there's a bit of information about the game. I don't know if I'll end up playing this. I mean, look, it looks interesting, proper retro 70s. Yeah, I like the way that they've kind of released it with a figure. And I thought, even like the full price. What was it, $17.99 from Star Action Figures. That's not a bad price for a game and a figure, but I think Hasbro, when they released the Monopoly, the Mandalorian, £50, I think that was a bit of a joke. I think that was a little bit too far in relation to action figure collecting. But I got it, and I've got my Stormtrooper, and I think it does look great. Although I only bought one of those because it was so expensive. And I think it's the same mould as the original Hasbro Retro Collection release, so I doubt the Stormtrooper even holds his blaster. But let's get this open. And there is the Moff in his bubble, and there's the game. It does look good, and it's got the cards as well. So what is it? So these are the cards. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a game of this at Christmas or something. Han and Chewbacca are trapped. Move your Luke Leia to their space. So this came out. Oh, well, this came out in 2018. Do you know what? Maybe I didn't buy this during the pandemic. I probably bought it maybe 2019 because I was well into the retro collection. But yeah, they look good. It's similar to the, the other game, I can't remember what the game's called, the Empire Strikes Back game, which came with the new Snowspeeder Luke Skywalker pilot. I got a few of them from, where did I get that from? That was from The Entertainer, when The Entertainer used to sell decent Star Wars stuff. So let's get the Moff out. Do we think the Moff is in one piece? Oh, look at that. That looks great. I mean, it's just so iconic. I was thinking, oh look, that's a nice hard bit of plastic, hard bit of card, but it's not. It's just flat because I'm so used to getting the retro collection figures out of the box, and they're just so flimsy. But this has been flat packed since the year 2018, so that's why it's in such good condition. Look at that. and because it's from the original release, shows you the original figures. The Star Wars Retro Collection is inspired by the 1970s Star Wars figures and features original figure design and detailing. Continue your collection from the galaxy far, far away. That's a nice little touch. Also, it's nice that they've got a picture of the figures or the characters on the back. Because, you know, I've said it a million times. The back of the Retro Collection figures, it's a little bit of a joke. But this looks so nice. I'm really, really, really happy with it. It seems a shame to open him up, but it's such a great figure. So yeah, £15. I think that was a good price. £15 for the Moff, and he comes with he comes with like a Stormtrooper blaster, the standard, you know, Kenner release. But he looks great. And let's have a look at the other bits. Inside, yes, it's proper retro 70s. So you've got the counters in here. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So you've got the counters in the old neutral colours of the 70s: yellow, blue, red, and green. And I suppose so. They must fold over and go inside these counters. Well, you know, they kind of slot in. The cardboard slots in. There's your instructions, which I never read, but I'm going to have to read it for this. And then the board. Alright, so that all has to come out for the board. So it's a big old board. Look at that. That is a nice board. Let's just adjust the camera. So yeah, that is nice. It's got some nice images. So I'm assuming that this is exactly the same as the original release. So it's the Death Star Escape. So it does make sense. It's Death Star Escape, and I imagine you have to work your way to the different levels of the Death Star. And it's got the trash compactor right at the bottom there. So yeah, I like it. I like the whether it's going to be a good game or not, I don't know. Do you know what? I do like board games, but I'm not sure I can be bothered to play this. I'm not sure. I've got to be in the right frame of mind. Look, I'm still trying to get over losing my Star Speeder 1000, even though I ordered it at 8:16 on May the 4th, and I know that some people ordered it after me and they've still got theirs. I'm over it though. I'm over it. So look at that. Oh, so this is like instead of your dice. It's nice. And then the cards go in the little flaps. So yeah, that's it. That's the game. All right, let me have a look. I'm gonna have a little brief look at the instructions, just to see how. Well, let's have a look at the highlights. So the aim: be the first player to reach the rebel base after escaping from the trash compactor. Oh, so that's where you start. You start in the trash compactor. Okay. Equipment: game board, 8 cardboard tokens with plastic bases, 4 Death Star blueprint cards. Oh, that must be those cards there. 4 tractor beam cards, a spinner, and a deck of 52 force cards. So where's the other? Where's the other card? Oh, they must all be sealed together. All the cards must be sealed in that. They must all be in this packet. Yes, that must be a mixture. Oh yeah, look, there's the Death Star blueprint cards. So it's all looking good. It's all looking good. And then it says, let's have a look. Remove the tractor beam and Death Star blueprint cards from the deck and set in 2 piles to one side of the board, shuffle force cards and place in card holder on spinner. Set up each token as shown in the diagram. So yeah, it looks really good. I think I will give it a miss for now and maybe come back to this at Christmas. But it looks good. It's got a good it's a good premise. I like it. I like the aim that you're leaving the trash compactor to get to the rebel base at the top of the board up here. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I might give it a go. I might give it a go at Christmas. But I'm not really that fussed about the game. It's the Moff that I'm interested in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear away the rest. I'm going to clear away this board game, and we're going to have a look at the Moff and get him open. And here is the Grand Moff. Looks wonderful. I mean, I know it's still that kind of flimsy card because it's one of the original releases of the retro collection, but it looks amazing. It really does look amazing. It's the perfect image for the card back, and the figure looks great. It's nostalgia overload. I should have bought one of these or a second one years ago because I've been dying to get the Moff for the retro collection because he'll look great with all my stormtroopers and Vader. One of the things I'm noticing is how well the figure stands, because I've mentioned this on previous videos with the retro collection, more so with like the Book of Boba Fett, the Mandalorian, some Ahsoka figures. They don't stand, and that's what the little kind of box at the bottom of the bubble, that's what it's there for, so the figure can actually stand. So I've had to kind of balance them on Star Wars mugs and stuff like that. But this, you can't fault this. So much love and care has gone into this card back and this figure. You can just tell. And he's got his blaster as well. So even though you never saw him with a blaster, you're getting your little extra accessory, which is what you wanted as a kid. You wanted an accessory. Having a figure with no accessories, like, I mean, even to a degree, getting Anakin Skywalker from the Return of the Jedi line, and I know he was a ghost, but he had no accessories. They could have done something, like giving him a blue lightsaber or some, I don't know. I'm talking from a kid's point of view, because you could, just use your imagination as a kid. So that was disappointing, as well as the Emperor's dignitary. He had nothing at all. Whereas I like the way that Hasbro have given the Moff a gun, because it's just that little extra, and that shows the love and care that has gone into this action figure. So I absolutely love it. Noticing the actual paperwork at the bottom of the bubble. I mean, they improved with the retro collection, and then with the box sets, you were having no paper at all, which was great. And then with the last release, because I still haven't got my way free, of the Acolyte, no one had paper apart from the twins' mum, which I found strange. And I think she's another figure, the twins' mum. She didn't have an accessory either. Or Morgan Elsbeth, she should have had something, like even a Mando spear. But the Moff has got a gun, and I can't complain. I'm so happy with it. So I don't know. It does look. I've got another one upstairs that I've had since like 2018, 19. This looks amazing. It absolutely looks amazing. It seems a shame to open it. It's in perfect condition, but I've got to do it. I've got to do it. And there is only one way to open a Star Wars, not just a retro collection figure, but any vintage collection, any Star Wars figure in the 3.75 range. There's only one way to open it, and it's as if it was Christmas 1985. So let's do this. I mean, I'm sure there's some people thinking, oh look, I wouldn't mind that empty card back, but this is all about nostalgia for me, and it wouldn't be the same if I just slit it open with a a Stanley knife. I've got to open it like it was Christmas 1985.
Do they know it's Christmas time at all?
Right, so, oh, look at that. So there's the Moff. There is the Moff, released from his prison. He looks great. He looks absolutely amazing. Lovely sheen on his uniform. Brand new sculpt. $14.99. Let your eyes be your guide. They should do a variant of the Moff on a single card release with his slippers, his famous Peter Cushing slippers from Elstree. That's what they should do. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the Moff out of his bubble, and we'll have a proper look. I mean, I'm sure the gun is just the standard Stormtrooper gun, but yeah, let me get him out of his bubble, and we'll have a proper look at him. And here's Grand Admiral Moff in all his glory. Honestly, he looks great. So I've got him in Moff Gideon's Starship. Is it Star Speeder Corridor. This is perfect. This is perfect for Tarkin. He looks great in it. This set always looks good with Stormtroopers as well. It's one of my favourite play sets from Hasbro, and I call it a play set because I play with it. But and I knew it would happen. The only thing that kind of puts me off it is it gets so dusty. It gets so dusty, but it just looks so good. And I'd love them to release like a Death Star, like a Death Star corridor or something like that. They did it in the Power of the Force 2 range. Nothing great. They were proper toys. But come on, Hasbro, let's have a Death Star corridor, or you know the scene where Luke and Han and Chewie, they release Princess Leia. Was it Prisoner Cell Block? I can't remember. But I'd love to see something like that. There is rumours about the HasLab Death Star. I tell you what, I'd definitely be tempted for that. Especially as I've got £260 just sitting there that Disney don't want. You know, Disney have given it back to me because the older Star Speeder 1000 has disappeared from the warehouse. I'm over it though. Yeah, so I'd be up for a Death Star, 100%. And I've even seen the new Lego Death Star. Yeah, I'm tempted. I am tempted because I love Lego, and the previous release of Death Star just looks amazing. My brother's got it. It looks great. But yeah, Moff looks good. It's well, in my opinion, it's one of the best Moff action figures I've ever seen. But I'm biased because I just love the retro collection. But he looks great. I mean, look at his outfit. Lovely. There's a lovely blue paint application on his insignia. I would have expected his belt buckle to be a bit more shiny, but he just looks great. And what I like about it is it's a brand new sculpt for 2018. But look at him, and he also comes with the blaster as well, which is, I've checked it. It's just the standard Stormtrooper blaster, but he does look good. He looks so good, and I remember the first time I got him off from the Power of the Force 2, and this was quite early on. So this would have been early on, probably got this around 2000 and I don't know, maybe 2006, 2007. But what a great figure. And I know there's a lot of people are not a fan of the Power of the Force 2. I think it's great. But just to have the first ever release of the Moff, I think it's really good. And I like his belt buckle. I think that's a lovely little kind of sheen to it. But again, this is one of the better Moff Tarkins. But look at the size of him next to the retro collection, because obviously these were based on, you know, the He-Man figures. in relation to kind of muscles. And also, you know, it's good that he came with a gun, which is another thing what I liked about the Power of the Force 2, proper old school toys, and that's what the retro collection is all about. So with his gun, I mean, as I said, it's just the standard Stormtrooper issue blaster. Trying to get it into focus. But yeah, it's just the standard. But because this is an early retro collection release, it doesn't hold the weapon. He doesn't hold it. It just falls out of his hand. I think I can probably balance the blaster in his hand, but yeah, he never had a weapon anyway. But yeah, that's disappointing. But that was the early days of the Star Wars retro collection. But I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with the sculpt, the figure. I mean, even the hair. I think the hair on the retro collection version, it's more like Peter Cushing's hair in the film. More so than the Power of the Force 2, and also there was the Grand Moff Tarkin from Revenge of the Sith. Now I know it was like a single cardback release, but I got that version when I picked up the Imperial Officers set from the Enfield pageant. Not this year, last year, for like £20. Had to open it up. But that Moff Tarkin, he looks awful, because I remember seeing that scene in Revenge of the Sith, and everyone was like, "Oh look, they've got Moff Tarkin in there," but it was so obviously an actor made to look like Moff Tarkin. But that doesn't mean they have to make the figure look like an actor who's looking like Moff Tarkin. They could have just made another Moff Tarkin figure. I didn't understand that. So not a fan of that figure, but yeah. 10 out of 10, any day of the week. 10 out of 10 for the Moff. And obviously I've got to get my original Darth Vader in the scene as well. But yeah, really happy. I highly recommended. Still available at Star Action Figures. £17.99. I paid £15 because it was May the 4th. Don't get me started on May the 4th. I'm over it. But yeah, that is the end of the video. I've got to find that blaster on the floor in the kitchen. It's got to be here somewhere. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Again, really saddened by the death of Terrence Stamp. I just, honestly, I'm really sad about it. He was such a great actor. But that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.